interesting, John. And I guess what's important for me is I'm not here just to try and sell what I think is good. It's really invaluable for me to have people like Rico, who's not from the industry. What I'm now trying to do is get people from the industry back into this technology. So I put a really quite passionate ad out, didn't I, about 8 months ago, out there on Seek saying, I'm an urban planner, I'm trying to change the industry. I need people from my industry to come and help me. Because there aren't too many people in the industry that know gaming. There are plenty of gamers that want to play games, and we've got a whole office full of gamers and programmers, but they don't know what a verge is. They don't know what a setback is. They don't know what site cover is. They, for God's sake, don't know what a development guideline is. So what I want to do is bring people from the industry. So John, rightly or wrongly, God bless you, answer that ad.
Some people that argue landscape architects don't know those things.
Anyway, so I'm going to ask John, because when John came in for an interview, I think we showed you this job, and I'll let you explain.
This is the job I have to blame.
This is it. Off you go.
Yeah, thank you. Look, you guys have sort of had a bit of the sales pitch. These are our sales team. And you might be wondering how a landscape architect is operations and production manager and how an urban planner is the MD for what is effectively a technology company. But when I saw this job, I thought my days as a landscape architect doing all those beautiful sections and rendered plans are numbered. Basically, I thought this is the future. And the reason I thought this was the future is that I used to work on jobs like this. I worked in residential communities. Exactly. These are exactly the sort of things that I would do. Here are the sections. Here are the rendered plans. And we used to love doing these back when I worked at Hassel and Traffic and places like that. And particularly when a client would come to us with a specific problem, like we're about to see here. And that's where I think V2I really excels, is when a client comes to us and has a specific challenge. And it can be something quite out there, like sound attenuation with a noise wall, and you might argue, how do you visualize the sound? Or something that's a little bit more straightforward, shall we say, such as what we're about to see here, where our client, Stocklands, their challenge is that they had a subdivision going up next to a major road, as you can see here, and according to council documentation, council wanted a 100-metre buffer zone between the road and the development. No particular reason, just that, you know, that was the code and that was what they expected. Stockland said, well, we actually think we can get away with a far more narrow buffer zone and actually achieve a better result. And so again, my landscape architect's head has taking the road engineering drawings with all the changes and doing beautiful sections periodically across the road. Well, all of a sudden the whole thing is modelled up. And again, I think this was almost my interview process where Rico was driving, Luke was probably doing the role that I am now, and they were able to show me what it was like to be in a vehicle travelling across this road.
Yeah, so what our wonderful programmers then do is they just create an experience that comes close to what you want to show. So you want to look at something from the road, well then drive along the road. So here we are basically coming over the bridge. This is the development here. One of the first points really was what that difference would be from here, which is not all that much, because even if we turn the trees off, it's just glory came. You can see in the back here how you can't see much from back here even without any trees. But I'm just going to drag myself with this little slide a bit further towards this point here. Now when we turn the trees off, just to prove that yes, you can see houses without the trees, we can now simply take a look at the different buffers. So currently we're looking at Council's buffer and now at Stockland's buffer. It's actually really hard to see, isn't it? You can see, I'll drag myself a little bit further back, that a well-planted 20-meter buffer, 20-meter buffer, or an 80-meter buffer, there's not that much visual difference, right? Which is the whole point. Now we can also play with different tree heights here, and the whole takeaway is that I can understand this, so can you, so can my grandma really, because it is just looking like you would when you're there. Or let's go into the tram, for example. How does it look like from the tram that's going to be there in, what, another 100 years? Or from the bicycle, really. So long story short, what we create is little business tools that take away these sections that even on an A3 are really small and technical, and create these things. So that can go from things like shadow analysis. So if you have a town center